Hi guys, this is Sky Network, and I teach people about forex and how to make money online. So if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe, hit the subscribe button below and give this video a thumbs up. Alright, so we are going to be talking about how to use trend lines, price action, all of that to trade synthetic indices successfully, especially boom and crash. So I want to let you know that this channel does not support violence, and it does not have anything to do with illegal activities. So if you want to do anything, um, always do your own research before you jump into anything. And all the contents I do post on this channel are strictly for educational purpose only. So kindly note that I'm not your financial advisor. So whatever you do, make sure you always do your own research before you put your money or you go into it. Thank you. So without further ado, uh, I'm gonna be telling you on how to use your trend lines and how to trade this boom and crash successfully. So we are on crash 500. So I told you something before, that once the trade, now just look at this trade now, it has gotten to the level 90. All right, so once a trade is on this level 90, a spike will surely, any moment a spike will drop. So me as a person, I don't like trading on this level 90. Once any trade gets to this level 90, I don't trade it. So I don't encourage you to do so either, except you are trading spikes. So I told you something before. Now let me show you something before we go into this analysis proper. Now I told you something before. You see this blue line down here? If you can't be doing any other thing, at least this one is sure, is something that you can be doing, but you have to be patient. So before we go into the analysis for today, there are things you must note. When you are trading, there is something we call uh, greed. Greed is not good. So that is to say that you have to make a trading plan for yourself. Let's say you are trading with $100, or let's say you are trading, your trading balance is within $120 or $150 thereabouts. The money you should focus yourself on making every day should be around 20 or $30. You understand? So if you try to do above that, you either blow your account, thereby maybe you're using big lot sizes, or you probably will be losing a lot. So at least $100 account, 120, 100, between 100 and $150. Make a plan for yourself that you are making $20 every day. So once you have that amount, you stop. So if you are consistent for like a month, then you can add to your balance and increase your lot size a little bit. So, and do not be greedy. And when you are tired, this is a very, forex is a very, very scientific and technical kind of trade. It's not like when you are buying tomatoes in the market, or you are buying pepper, that you can just buy pepper here and buy onions there and buy crayfish there. No, it's not like that. You have to be focused. Number one, you have to make sure that when you are trading, the environment or the place you are trading with, where you are doing this trade, there shouldn't be noise. No music, no noise, no disturbances, and no you talking to people, interacting with people. You're going to definitely lose. So bear that in mind. So the time you are using for the trade, if it is 2 hours or 3 hours, make sure you focus on it and your eyes are on it. So that is one thing. Then don't be greedy, like I said, and make a trading plan. Let's say if you have an account of $100 to $150, let your profit you are making in a day, it should be around $20-$30, and you should be okay. And when you sum that up in a month, that's a lot of money. So you try to be consistent with that first before you move to the next level. That's how it's done. So you can't probably start today and you want to blow up today, or you want to, no, it's not done like that. So take these things into cognizance. Now, the thing is this. Okay, I told you something before, that when this blue line, whenever a spike happens, you already have these lines there. So once this look at this scenario, for instance, some of them are not touching the level 10, but they are still doing the same purpose. But at the same time, I don't even encourage you to go with the one that is not touching level 10. Now let's look for these scenarios. For instance, this blue line, okay, let's look. Okay, let's say this is a blue line and it touched this level 10, as you can see, and you enter the trade, maybe 2 position or 4 position with a lot size of like 0.5, for instance. You held up. This is how many candlestick? 1, 2, 3. 3 candlestick, and this line crossed. So once it's crossed, you can wait a bit and take like count like 2 or 3 2 candlesticks. If no spikes, you can re-enter again. If this purple and this blue line are still open, if they have not crossed the second time, you can still enter and hold up. Just use your own calculation, your own brain. Sometimes you have to study these things over and over again, study their behavior to see. That's why you have the demo, to study their behavior in every place, to know what is the behavior this time, and if next time you see something like that again, if the behavior will be the same, then you compare. Then you can now know that, oh, okay, if this thing is like this is how the behavior will be. Then you will now know what to do in such a case. So that's why you have that demo practicing. So you have to practice that demo over and over and over and over again. Not when you practice 1, 2, 3 times you think you have made it. No, you can't judge the market that way. So you can see, if you feel like going up trading, you are afraid, you can just wait for whenever this line touches, blue line touches this level 10, you enter the trade, you hold up until either this red line cross any of this candle, or this blue line and this purple line down here cross each other, and you leave the market. Then you go to another market and look for the same. This logic works for all, for boom, for crash 500, crash 300, crash 1000, boom 500, boom 300, boom 1000. It works for all. But you have to wait, be patient, being able to be patient and wait or check the market that the spike has happened. Look at here. Look at, I can be showing you these positions over and over again. Look at this place now, for instance. Look at this. Look at what happened here. Look at this place, for instance. Look at, when you look at it, you see that it's touching this level 10. You see that it's touching this level 10. So this is one example, for instance. Now, that's one example. When you enter the market from here, you see how many candlesticks. Look up here. Look where it crosses here. Look at this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 candlesticks. That's a lot of money. So you can take this one and leave the market and begin to look for another position if you don't want to. But I'll show you how to use the trend lines on the up trend market. So this is, when you look at this stuff, I can show you position. Okay, look at this one again. Look at this again. Let me show you. Look at this position again. This one touched the level 10. When you look at it, when you enter the trade from here, there is no spike until this red line crossed and this blue and purple line also crossed. Sometimes any one of those two conditions that entered first, then you leave the market. So you can see that thing applies and is working. So you have to look for the position where the spike has happened and this blue line is resting well on that level 10, not above, not about to, but resting well on it. Look at these positions. Let me show you. Look at this one, for instance. Look at this position, for instance. When you look at it, when you measure it, you see it's touching this level 10. All right. So look up here and see what happens. This was exactly where this crossed. All right. How many candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candlesticks. So you can imagine. So this is a whole lot. Maybe you can enter 2 positions or 4 positions as long as you are fast enough to close them. Then look at the down here too. You can see where this thing crossed. If you measure it up, you will see that it's same position where the other one crossed. But sometimes you don't have to wait for 2 of them. If one of the conditions are met, you can leave the market. So I can show you on and on many positions. Look at this again. Just imagine this again. I'm trying to show you this. So you have to be very calculative and very mindful of this. You can see it's resting on that level 10. When you look up, what happened? Look at this up. You can see no spike happened. How many candlesticks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 candlesticks. See. So you can go on and on and on and be looking for these positions. So if you can maintain these positions, you just have to be patient. If you can maintain all these positions, only these ones, I don't think you run at any loss. Then that was crash 500. We can check crash 300. Let's look at some positions. Look at the positions where it's touching the level 10. Look at the same thing. Look at this now. When you look at it, it's touching level 10. And when you look at the top here, this was where it crossed. How many candlestick was here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 candlestick. You see? When you look also to this place, where the purple and the blue crossed each other too. So any one of those conditions that are met first, then you leave the market. So it's left for you to do your analysis and study these things very well. Don't just assume. All right, so let me show you another position. Okay, look at this. Look at this place. This one touched this level 10, and look at what happened. How many candlesticks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 candlesticks. That's a whole lot on crash 300. So that's to tell you that that thing is working on all the markets. But you have to look for perfect positions where the blue line is perfectly resting on the level 10 very well. So that is for that. At least let's check another one. Let's check crash 1000. Let's look at these positions. Look at this position here. Here, touch this level 10. Look at what happened up there. This place touch this level 10. Look at what happened up there. You see that they are very accurate. Sometimes it's almost impossible for you to lose, even if that is the only thing you are doing. That is you only look for position where there is a spike and the blue line is touching that level 10, is resting on it very well. So when you want to do boom, let's check boom 500. It's the same way, it's just that it's the opposite. Now look at this. All right, look at look at what happened. Let's check here. Look at what happened here. For instance, this happened and this blue line touched, it rested on that level 90. Look at how many candlesticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 candlesticks before this one crossed, and this one also crossed here. Look at this position. This spike happened here. How many candlesticks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 candlesticks before this one crossed. Look at it. It's resting on the level 90. Let's look at another position. Look at this short one. 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks before this line crossed. This is resting on the level 90. So boom is just opposite. What you did on crash, the opposite direction. And on boom, the spikes are green while the candlesticks are red because you are selling. So that's how it is on boom. I can go on and be showing you this position. Look at what happened here. This spike happened. This blue line touch is rested well on this level 90, and it also crossed here, this blue line and this purple line. And look at how many candlesticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 candlesticks. Let's check boom 300. Let's look for this position. Look at what happened here. Spike happened here. This blue line here rested well on the level 90, and look at what happened here. This is boom 300. How many candlesticks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it crossed the 6th one. You will leave. If that is the only thing you are, if that's the only positions you are looking to conquer, is still enough for the day. You will get what you are supposed to get. So just be looking for this position. That is for that. Now let me show you how to apply your trend line. Now this market has gone to level 90, which any moment it will be coming down. Let's check for crash 300. Now this is how to place your trend line. So this one has also gone to level 90. Let's check crash 1000. It has also gone to level 90. So okay, fine. Let me show you how where you would have placed your trend line. Now on this crash 300, look at this market now. Now you will also study the previous market before the last spike. So you will use those ones to also judge. This is how you place your trend line. Anywhere there was ever a resistance in this present market, you are supposed to place your trend line. Let's say for instance, the market got here and it pulled back. So here is a trend line there. Market got here and it pulled back. There is a trend line there. Now the last trend line, the market got here and it pulled back. So this place, this last, in between all these places that these trend lines are now, if the candlesticks you cross over to the other side of the trend line, you can calculate the next space between this downtrend line and this uptrend line, and if there is a space, you can divide the space into two and collect like 2 candlesticks from there and place your TP there. The reason why you are putting your TP, let's say for instance this one now, for instance, you can put your TP somewhere here like this. You memorize this number, or you copy it, or you cram it, whichever way you will do it. Then you enter the trade. Supposing now is the time the market got here, you enter your trade. You first of all enter the trade, then you modify your TP. That is, you enter this number, because sometimes when if you are on crash 300 or boom 300, if you want to enter the number as you are entering the stuff, before you look, the timing, the market has already gotten to where you are, so it will prevent you from entry. So if you made your calculation right and you've copied your TP number, what you do is that you just enter how many positions you want to enter. Then I will show you how to modify, how to do that, how to enter it after entering the market. So when you look at this position, for instance, in between here, you can collect like 2 candlesticks, and if it has gone above that first and second trend line, if it has crossed to this other side of this second trend line, that is here, for instance, maybe this place, you can also calculate the space between here, half of it, and put your TP here like this, for you to be in a safer hand. Then another thing is, if your candlestick has now crossed to this direction, this place like this is the breakout. So you can enter the market and take like 2-3 candlesticks and put your TP somewhere for you to be in a safe hand. So this a breakout. So this is how to put your trend line. So now let's check crash 1000. It's on level 90. So supposing you want to put your trend line, for instance, this is where the resistance is, and this was the first resistance down here, you see. So this where you have to put your resistance. So at the first one down here, because you are studying the previous market also and where the resistance was and this very present resistance, you are using that to judge the market. So supposing when this market crossed above this candle, you can take like 2-3 candlesticks here in between, in this box, in this 2 trend line. Then when it crosses here, this was where you have a breakout, this position here. this position here, as you can see, is your breakout. Look at how many candlesticks here. So you will not be greedy, but take like 2, 3 or 4 candlesticks here, then you leave. So these things are easy. So let's go to, okay, crash 500 is already at level 90. Okay, let's go to boom 1000. Let's take for instance now. Okay, the market jumped here. Okay, there are some markets you don't need to put trend line, while some you need to put some trend line. So this boom now, for instance, okay, look at this place now. What happened, I told you, after you have where this blue line touched that level 90, you left the market. So your trend line should have been somewhere here. This was where this area, is actually the breakout. All right, so this is actually the breakout area. So if you put your trend line here like this, for instance, and the candlestick crossed over with one candlestick to this other downside of this trend line, you will know that this is a breakout, because this was where the market got to and it pulled back apparently. So you can take like 2, 3 candlesticks, put your TP somewhere here. So that's how to make use of your TP. Now let's check boom 500. Good. So look at what happened. The first one, a spike happened here. The market got here and it pulled back. This was the area of resistance. Now you put your trend line here. Now there is already a breakout here. Now there is going to be another breakout. So you put your trend line here like this. So you will be studying this market. So after the first one, which this red line crossed this red candle, you left the market. Since you put your trend line here where the market got to and it pulled back and it passed there, that is the breakout. Now you can take like 2 or 3 candlesticks from here, and then you wait till it passes this last trend line. So once this candlestick crosses over to this other side of this last trend line, which is this side, which is this place, that is another breakout. So you can take in between here, you see where it got to before the next trend line. This is where you should put the next trend line. This is where the trade got to. So now in between this box, now you could divide it into 2. Put your TP somewhere here, supposing the trade has crossed to this other side, and take like 2, 3 candlesticks from here and relax. Wait until it comes to this last side of where the resistance is. So this is how to place your trend lines and trade successfully with them. So that's it. So I believe with this analysis I've made, you should be able to, okay, take for instance, if you want to put a trend line anywhere there was a resistance, which means anywhere the market got to and it pulled back, those are the places you are supposed to put your trend line. For instance, on this trade now, if you want to apply your trend line, now this is where you put your trend line. So as you can see, there was a breakout here. This was a breakout. As you can see, that was That was a breakout. As you can see, that was a breakout. You see, so once you put your trend line here like this, and this candlestick crosses over to the other side of the trend line, there is nothing that will make the market to come down. So you can calculate and take like 2-3 candlesticks from there and put your TP somewhere there. The reason of you putting TP is to save you from getting unnecessary loss, so that before you will get that loss, if you calculate well, the TP we take the profit for you. So that's how to add your trend lines. I hope with this analysis so far you should be able to trade successfully. So do more practice on your demo account with the trend line, with the price action. Another thing too is this: you should study the direction the market is going to. Like if the market has gotten to level 90, you know the next thing is that it will come down. So maybe you are on crash, you are buying, the market has gotten to level 90, you still want to buy against level 90. No, you should study the market trend, that is the direction of the market, because that's also, you will use that also to combine with all these things to judge the market. So it's you have to do a lot of study and a lot of analysis before you can understand this thing, because it's very scientific and it's very technical, and it needs time. It needs you to be very, very, very calculative and focused before you can understand these things. So I know with this you guys will understand how to place your trend lines and how to use it to make the market, and how to use all of these stuff that I've taught you guys to win over the market. Because that if you do this and be patient with market, don't be in a hurry that you want to make everything in one day. No, have a trading plan. I told you, between $100 and $150, at least you should be able to make $20 every day with the lot size of 0.5. And remember, before I forget, if you are using that lot 0.5 and you are trading crash 300 and boom 300, please, whenever you want to enter crash 300 and boom 300, you need to change your lot size to something like 0.2 or 0.1. The reason is because if you trade, let's say, okay, if you trade crash 300 with 0.5, if peradventure a spike happens, it will be a disaster. The money will be so big because the volatility on crash 300 is very high. So your lot size have to be very small, like 0.1 or 0.2, not more than that as a beginner. So let's set a little TP on this market now. For instance, this is crash 300. It's because I've already understand how the market is going. Set a little TP 10,121. Okay, 10,121. Let's see, maybe, okay, 148.13, 638. 148.13, 638. 148.13, 638. 148.13, 638. 148.13, 638. So let's wait and see what is going to happen. So because the reason is because I can enter the market from any, so don't compare yourself with me. Just study the stuff I've told you, because the reason is because I already know the behavior of the market, so I can enter from anywhere. So you don't compare yourself with me. So use the stuffs that I've analyzed so far, your trend lines, and use your TP when necessary, and use all these things to milk the market. As you can see, this is 0.2 on crash 300, and we are almost, once it gets to the TP now, it will chop, it will eat the TP, it will just take the profit by itself. So let's watch and what will happen. We pray it doesn't just go against us. You see, this is the TP, so it has eaten the TP, as you can see. So you guys should watch this video, watch it over and over again, do your analysis, do your practice, and make sure you are winning on that demo account. Not just once, not just two, not just twice, because very soon we'll be moving to live account. So try to prepare, because we'll move to live account very soon, so we can test ourselves and see what we have learned. So we close here for the day. Thank you.